Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Istiani Nurul and in this video, allow me to resume of keynote speaker in INACELT 2020 that are Dr. Ania Lian and Professor Dr. Arif Sarikoban. According to Dr. Anian Lian, there are four aspects. There are policy, language, psychology, and sound. Policy, research policies in English language and how they deliver in the 21st century. The policies focus on higher order thinking skills. All these higher thinking skills come from an awareness and observation of the changing world. The impact of higher order thinking skills, we can look at the curriculum Australia. There is sustainability. The sustainability is not only aware about environment but values of public. So all of this need to integrate it in the curriculum Australia modern. The policies is also important in the education world because it is used to determine graduation standard attribute in the country. What standard do you want to achieve? Besides the higher order thinking skills, basically we should to design the course better before. And of course, you should know that stakeholder is needed in this matter. The stakeholder identified about what's happened, and you as teacher just teach how to relate between the thinking order skills with the course. This is called practical. The second aspect is language. The language is interesting research because have many problem with the language. There are literature, linguistic, and vocabulary and etc. It is give me about we should consider about the source, activity, and opportunity of study. The sources and activities can from book, YouTube, and other than. Then student asks to evaluate and build information from it. The third aspect is about the matter of psychology. A lot of students understand about psychology and believe that our brain divided into two hemispheres. The right hemisphere is used to stress, depression, and other, but the left hemisphere is used to place of learning result. So this could be research. Then the fourth aspect is about computer-assisted language learning technology, or call in practice. The practice on technology is simple and amazing to do. In connection with higher order thinking skills, students can get news and various information through YouTube, Google, CNN, TNN, INN, so that student can review and report on their website. This is used as search a solution about pedagogy education better than before. Okay, then next, I would like to summarize the explanation from Professor Dr. Arif Sarikoban about the 21st century teacher competencies. The teacher competencies, there are field competencies, professional competencies, socio-cultural competencies, and research competencies, curriculum competencies, lifelong competencies, emotional competencies, communication competencies, information and communication technology competencies, and classroom atmosphere competencies. Okay, the first field competencies is the content of learning that should teach by teacher, and the second competencies is professional competencies, is ability to create an effective learning environment from planning learning activities, the content. The professional competencies include from planning learning activities, the content of learning, the method, and to evaluation. And the third competencies is socio-cultural competencies, is get from background of students and teacher, value of regions, issue and social studies. The fourth competencies is research competencies, is able to use research and technique in their field of study. The fifth competencies is curriculum competencies, is about knowledge in issue, design, models, approach, organization of content, planning the teaching and testing. Then the sixth competencies is lifelong learning competencies. That means that teachers have responsibilities for their teaching and learning activities, can help learners to get skills that use lifelong learning. Okay, then emotional competencies is about value, moral, and motivation of teacher and students. Then communication competencies is about interaction between students and each students with teacher, and maybe other people out school. And then information and communication technologies competencies, or ICT, that means the use of technology for managing and processing the information in the learning and teaching process. Okay. Then classroom atmosphere competencies is about ability to create an effective learning environment in classroom. Okay, all of these competencies are must-have for teachers because this is useful for teachers to teach well in the classroom. Okay, that's all about my summarize, and thank you for watching my video. Maybe useful for us, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.